And welcome to NBA Today. I'll be filling in for Malika Andrews. I'm Jason White alongside my co-host Alex Wiseman and Lennox Miller. We'll be starting off the show talking about James Harden and his future in Philadelphia. He was at the Whiteout party with Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid. Do you think he'll remain a Sixer or do you think he'll leave?
I think he's going to leave, and I think the Rockets need somebody to mentor their young guards, and I feel like James Harden is the one, and I feel like he's going back to the Houston Rockets, the place where it all started. The Rockets have a boatload of money, and I feel like they could use it wisely on James Harden. He's coming to more of like the end of his NBA career, and I feel like he could definitely get some minutes in there, also show the young guys how to do it and what to do. Lennox, you got something to say?
I completely agree with that because he's just like such a good player. Even though the Rockets may not be the best team, he can mentor them. That's where, like you said, it all started. Even though he was drafted by the Thunder, that's where he got his start. His MVP, made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, actually, speaking of James Harden, we have breaking news from Adrian Wojnarowski that James Harden has been traded to the Phoenix Suns. We get in the details to you later, but what's your first reaction of that?
My first reaction is that that's very bad for the Phoenix Suns. They're spending a lot of money on just a one-year contract, around like 25 mil just on an old player that's aging, and I feel like they could have spent their money a little bit wiser, and that's not really a great choice, especially with Devin Booker being there. Although they do need somebody to fill in that guard spot, James Harden is more of a ball-dominant player, and I don't think that would work with Devin Booker and James Harden.
Well, Lennox, what do you think? What do you think about that?
I agree. If they're gonna do $25 million, I think they should give him maybe 2 or 3 years with the player option. I think that Western Conference is just like so stacked. Like, you just don't want to take your chances, especially with an aging player like James Harden. He could have three injured seasons if they were to extend him this year. But I just don't think, like Alex said, they should have spent their money wiser because they're just in a stacked conference, and since James Harden's getting older, he's just getting older.
And also, we have breaking news from Adrian Wojnarowski that Ja Morant has been traded to the Houston Rockets for Dillon Brooks in cash considerations, along with 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. Alex, what do you think about that? What do you think about that for the Rockets?
With that trade, the Grizzlies are throwing away their future. They have no future there. The only person left is Jaren Jackson Jr., and they can't really get it done with one person. And plus, picks aren't very reliable because you never know what you're getting out of the draft, and you never know if you're going to get another great talent like Ja Morant again. Although he did get suspended for a very long time, once he gets back, they can definitely try to figure out something with him. But you don't want to give away your young talent, your franchise face, right then, right there, just like that.
Well, Lennox, let's go to you. What do you think about that? Who do you think won that trade?
Definitely, the Rockets just stole Ja Morant from the Grizzlies. He is suspended for a fourth of the season, but the Grizzlies, they did get some. That's a lot of money they're pulling in from Ja Morant. It's sort of the face of the NBA. Everybody hitting the gritty after the games. They've been winning some games too, but I don't know what teams would want a Ja Morant type person. Kind of like. Not a bust, but like he's kind of throwing away his NBA fame, So the Rockets definitely won that trade, but I don't know if it was the Rockets won the trade, but it was a very interesting trade.
Yeah, well, thank you for watching NBA Today alongside my co-hosts Alex Wiseman and Lennox Miller. I'm Jason White. Stay tuned for NFL Live on ESPN.